Howdy guys and dolls out there in YouTube land, your favorite little keto goofball Diamond, and today is day 1347 of my ketogenic journey, and I hope you are ready for your daily dose of sparkling insanity, because yeah, oh yeah. And if I look like hell, it's because I've been mentally and physically drugged through the dirt, literally. Alright guys, so I'll get into all of that. I'm going to show you what I ate. I'll do the weigh-ins and everything in just a minute. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell pretty please. It helps my channel grow, and that makes me happy. And I need some happy, y'all. I need some happy. Alright, it's time to rant, rave, and misbehave. Keto Diamond style. So this week's colors, I decided to go a little darker red. This is, or burgundy, I guess, really, but this is Diamond Strength. The name of the polish is Save the Date. It's very pretty, actually. I like it a lot. And this is, I don't know the name of this, but it's a Mermaid Magic by LA Colors. It's the glittery one, clear glitter. And I did the glitter on every other nail, so, and just on my big toenails. Yes, I know, feet are never pretty. I don't think hands are pretty either. And considering I wear an extra small glove, my fingers look really, really fat still. But maybe it's loose skin, I don't know. Probably quite a bit of it, actually. But absolutely love this color. Very shimmery. Would love to have a car this color, actually. Okay, so you guys, I have a massive migraine. Like all of right in between my eyes. I'm not sure which incident caused it. They were both very close together. For those of you who do not know, my dog is a 120-pound lab. My dad's dog and my mom's dog is a 30-pound terrier who has been hell-bent on trying to beat up my dog since they were puppies. Just absolutely bent on it. Again, they're bidding for dominance, but Jake being so much bigger, it's terrifying, and we try not to let them out together. So, you know, we'll call, hey, put this one up. They need to go out, we'll say, hey, can you get your dog in, or something like that. Well, this morning I just walked on down there to put the dog up because he was just standing on their porch, and my mom can't really see that good. If I call her, she'll say she did put him up, but he's still standing on the porch. But anyway, I just walked on down there to put him up, and I seen my dad standing out in the driveway. He's kind of looking down and looking dejected and not happy. And I was like, oh God. So I tried to open the door, and it was locked. So, okay, why is it locked? So I knock on the door. My mom's, who is it? Like 3 times, even though I'm answering her. And she said, you better answer me. I said, I'm answering you. I'm your daughter, Joni. You know, I was like screaming at the top of my lungs. And she lets me in, and I walk to put Buddy away in his bedroom. Yes, the dog has his bedroom. Anyway, I go to put him up and shut the door and lock it. And she's raising hell about something on TV, and she's raising hell about my daddy because apparently something on TV told her something about my daddy. She said, you ought to sit down and watch this with me. So, you know, I've been trying to be very understanding. My hair looks like hell, but I've been trying to be very understanding and, you know, sit down and watch a little with her when I can. So I sit down, and she's watching divorce court. There is a very dark-skinned gentleman on there, very clearly African-American, and his wife, who was black also, but had blonde hair. She has convinced herself that this is my cousin Jimbo. There's no resemblance, okay? Jimbo has darker skin, but his mom was a Native American, just like my brother and sister have darker skin because of my mom. Well, but nowhere near, you know, what you could even confuse the two. And she's convinced that this is my cousin Jimbo, and that's his wife, and clearly not, but plus they're much, much older than this couple was. But anyway, she's convinced. And I'm trying to tell her, Mom, you know, that doesn't really favor him. And she said they're in disguise. I was like, okay. She said she's not going to cover things up anymore. I was like, okay. Trying to be nicer, you know, trying to, you know, really pay attention. And then she starts thinking that everything Jimbo is telling the judge is the confessions of my father's sins against her. So she's really hating him right now, and he's really staying the hell away from her right now. Um, I tried to kind of talk her out of it a little bit, and it didn't work. So I just went to the house, and I was going to clean the front of the house because like you have white side, and it gets really gross really fast. So my mom called though. She said, "Hey, I need to let Buddy out. He hasn't been out." I said, "Mom, I just walked up there and put Buddy up. Leave him up for just a little bit. Let Jake use the bathroom." She said, "Okay." So I walk outside, realize I don't have a little squirty thing for my water hose, or I don't have a water hose either. I took one of my dad's. But anyway, I walked back down to my dad's garage to ask him for the squirty thing. What do they call them? Like a nozzle or hose end or whatever. And before I can even get the words out, here comes Buddy sailing at Jake, attacking him, knocking me to the ground. Jake weighs 120 pounds. I think I might have already said that, but he's heavy. And I ain't quite as heavy as I used to be, which is probably a good thing too. But I was getting a little bit crushed and smushed and everything, and I ended up finally being able to crawl on top of my dog. My dad getting his dog and taking him in the house and telling him why? Because she got afraid. She was scared of what was outside, so she let Buddy outside to get it. It got me. And even worse, if one of the kids were outside playing with Jake, it would have got them, one of the children. And she's like, well, neither of the kids are outside or awake or at home. Zach, it was school. Athena's at home in her house, and Corey's probably not even awake with Anthony yet. So it doesn't matter. You don't just do that. We don't do that. She didn't care. She's like, oh, well, no, they didn't get hurt. I said, no, but I did, and she didn't care. And we had a conversation about the TV where she didn't want to hear it, so she ran the TV all the way up, and I'm still trying to get through to her. And I'm telling her the TV is not true. Nothing you're seeing on it's real. It's not real. Your brain is making it up. I need you to get a checkup. Oh, just have me locked in an institution. Then just lock me up. I don't want to do that, Mama. Why not? It's because I'd rather my mother be at home in her house and safe in her own home. And she said, well, I don't feel very damn safe. Y'all know things y'all aren't telling me about. And we had this whole thing about Prince Philip or whatever, and the vice president person. None of it even made any sense. None of it was real or true. And it was just all over the damn place. And I ended up cutting the TV off, which you ever want to see a grown woman pitch a hissy fit. Turn her TV off when she thinks it's telling her news. But anyway, I finally got her to tell me whose voice she was hearing, what she thought she was hearing, who was telling her all this stuff. God. That's not God. It might be Satan, but it's not God. I don't know, but either way, I walked away from there with a pounding headache, whether it was being beat up by two dogs or having the TV run full blast or trying to just get through to my mother. And my father's outside, he's like shaking his head, knowing it didn't do me no damn good. And he's like, I'm just going to stay out here and I'm going to burn these cardboard boxes. And give me just a minute, y'all. I need to get my head back together. Alright, so even when we left like a restaurant a while ago, my husband's like, I can tell you're feeling some kind of way. I was like, what do you mean? He said, well, you walked out of the restaurant with your mask in your hand, and when you got into the parking lot, you put it on to get into the car. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, a little messed up. Noodle scrambled, egg scrambled, whatever you want to call it. I've already had a day. Let's just say I've already had a day. So I didn't get much sleep either last night. I had 4 hours and like 50 minutes of sleep. I forgot that Zach had to go to school this morning, and I stayed up pretty late. And then Destiny's like, why is he still awake? He's got school in the morning. I'm like, oh my God, crap. And I've got to get up with him. So yeah, that happened. Just all around, not the bestest day, but keto-wise, it actually went all right. It's not great. It's not wonderful, nothing to jump for joy about, but better than the other way. So check this out. I'm gonna make this good looking fella and get him out of bed for school. But I just thought about something. He played outside yesterday and didn't have a shower, which wouldn't be a big deal, except for I just took a shower. Oops. He's got a Beyblade in his hand. Y'all, before I wake the grandbaby, I've made my coffee Hand it to Go Cup because it's Go With Me. Used almost the last of my collagen peptides for organic in my coffee, so I have to hit Walmart. If you are your first time ordering, you can save 30% on this stuff with my link in the description. But otherwise, just hit Walmart. Most of you have one. So you got B12, D3, K2, and vitamin C. Took them this morning like I try to most mornings. Alright, so I'm breaking my fast at almost 3 p.m. with a salad. I do have a ribeye coming, and I've got a glass of ice water. Yum. And there's my beautiful steak. Yes, so they replaced my Baconator from yesterday, which didn't have any bacon on it, so they put bacon on it today. I think there's some ketchup too, but it's alright. There's mayonnaise I put on there. And looky, y'all. Somebody's standing here wanting to eat all my food.
I just took a bath.
Mm-hmm. Clean and beautiful. And Zach's right there. He had a double stack. What? You guys, 164.2. Happy Tuesday morning, you guys. And I am 164 on the dot. So it's only 0.2 pounds down. Sorry, this particular road is really bumpy. But it's only 0.2 pounds down. And like I said, I'm not mad at it. I'm still striving every day. Some days are struggles. Some days not so much. Some days are easy. Some days I just want to fall into a pile of sugary crap. And I know that won't make me feel no better. Probably wouldn't make my head stop pounding either. But it did remind me I need to pick up my blood pressure pills, which I ran out of Sunday. Yeah, I know, my fault. It's my own stupidity, but I don't improve the situation any. The headache doesn't feel like it's coming from that. From my understanding, most of those headaches are in the back of the head, but I mean, I guess it could be anywhere, for anybody. Just right now, I wish it would stop hurting. Hopefully the girls might have some good news. I don't know. I do know Destiny is planning to take the kids from across the street and Zach and Athena to the park after school, which it's already after school time, so they should. It's raining. It's sprinkling. Might even ruin my plans. I went and got a 100-foot water hose and the spray thing, and I got my dad a 100-foot water hose too, because he had a really nice one, but over the wintertime I discovered it was frozen, and I tried to kind of bend it and was hoping I could crack the ice. No, I broke the water hose in half. So I figured it was a good time to replace that.
He already did.
Huh?
He already did.
Well, yeah, he already did, but it's already, that one's already messed up. He uses his water hose a lot. Like, he'll mow just kind of obsessively, and then wash the lawnmower. Takes his motorcycle out for one drive. He washes that. He uses his water hose a lot, and he hangs some stuff on the line and sprays it off from the garage. I don't know what all it is, but different towels and grease rags and stuff like that. Alright guys, so I'm going to run to this post office. If there's anything interesting to share, I will definitely share it with you. And if not, hopefully the girls will have a way in here in a little bit. There was nothing in the post office, unfortunately. But I will say one more thing about the thing with my mom. I want people to understand, I know that I can't take it personally. I know this is not her personality. I know this is not really coming from my mom. I mean, it's almost like dealing with a possessed person. You know, it's not their fault. They can't help it. They really, truly believe what they believe, and they think everybody else is the ones that have lost it, you know, and that people are trying to make them think they're crazy, and so you can't take it personal. But at the same time, it hurts like hell, and you want to take it personal because it's I mean, the woman got me hurt. She didn't even care. Normally, my mom would have cared. So, and the fact that, you know, I told her one of her grandbabies could have been outside, that normally would have really upset her, and don't let them outside. I mean, that's pretty much all the advice she had for me. So, yeah, I just wanted to put that out there that you can't take it personal, but it's hard not to. Alright, you guys, so I've had a very long, rough day. The ending of the day was no better than the beginning.
Tell them anything about Anthony today?
No, everything I recorded was before we went outside to play with the kids. So Anthony cut his foot really bad.
It's not too bad. It stopped bleeding as soon as I put a rag up to it.
Alright, what I mean by really bad was he screamed. I noticed a little bit of blood. I picked him up and my feet got bloody where his blood dripped all over them and my hands. And I was covered in Anthony's blood. So
we got it situated though. We got him bandaged up. It's all good. Yeah. He's acting like it never even happened.
Which is a good
And we're keeping it clean.
He started running around all that right away, but it was a long cut, you know.
2 cuts.
Was it 2?
He has one right below his toe and then one right across the
I don't know
arch of his
what
foot.
got him.
It was a cinder block. That one kid that was out there said he saw the whole thing happen. He said when Anthony came down, he slid his foot across one of the cinder blocks.
Okay.
Like
But he
the
was
corner
right
of it.
beside me. I just couldn't tell what happened because he just kind of went down the steps and started screaming, and I was like, "What is it?" But my mom's done more stuff, and it feels like grief. That's what I feel like I'm going through is grief already. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what it feels like. So it's been a long day. Had enough. And I'll tell y'all more about it tomorrow. And I'm sorry, I absolutely sorry that my channel's turned into more of a wine fest about that kind of stuff. But it's a whole new thing. Jake, I hear you. You can go out in just 1 second. Gotta acknowledge the dog ear. He won't stop it. Alright, so I hope he can go out in a second anyway. If nobody lets another dog on him. But, guys, if you made it to the end of this most ridiculous video to this point, please type in number 78, the year I was born. I'm rather fond of that number. Makes me old. But hey.
Wait till you're 78 years old.
I hope I make it to 78. That's all I can say.
Oh, you will. I'm sure. I'm sure you'll live longer.
You better get some duct tape and super glue.
Oh, God.
Prop me up beside the jukebox. Just go stuff me. No, I want to live to be 120. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, it's not up to me exactly. So I can only do the best I can. All right, guys and dolls. So if you need help with your ketogenic journey, you know what? First, I need to laugh. Now, I haven't watched the Police Academy again. I'm getting ready to buy it on Amazon Prime now. But I need some good laughs. That's what I need. Some joy, some laughter, some fun. What is your favorite funny movie, TV show? What makes you really laugh sincerely and deeply in your soul? I need that kind of laugh. And a hug.
You about knocked me over.
I know. I felt it. I was like, oh, no, we're both going down.
No, you're in the chair. You probably wouldn't have fell over unless you went right
This
over
chair
this.
has fallen over.
That's true.
Okay, Jake, going on. If you need my help with your ketogenic journey, my contact information is below. Help everybody for free. If you'd like to support the channel, there's some great links below. And Shashka bracelets and all that other stuff down in the description. Much love, many prayers.
Bye.
See y'all tomorrow.